Hi, my name is Justin Lara. This presentation is for the Discussion Board 3 assignment in Aviation 360 at Liberty University. I will be presenting this information as if I'm speaking directly to the Chief Operations Officer of a fictitious company. I will be discussing different aircraft options that can meet the travel demands of the company and their relationship with cost. I chose 4 examples. 2 of them, the Piper M600 and Beechcraft King Air 350i, are turboprops, and the other 2, the Cessna Citation Sovereign Plus and the Gulfstream G280, are jets. This is a price comparison of the 4 examples. The Piper M600 is on the low end at about $3 million. The King Air 350i is about $7 million. The Citation Sovereign Plus is about $18 million, and the Gulfstream G280 is on the higher end at about $25 million. This shows the relative value of these 4 planes. The relative value takes into account 3 important qualities of the aircraft: speed, range, and cabin volume. Each of the 3 qualities is important because it directly translates into increased savings. Going faster obviously results in getting to the destination quicker. This means more time can be spent on other things. The same goes for range, as it will require less stops to refuel throughout the trip. Greater volume allows for the transportation of more people or other items in one flight instead of needing more trips. In this graphic, we could see a trend when comparing it to the price of the aircraft. Typically, the more the aircraft costs, the higher the relative value will be. This graphic depicts the utilization hours of each aircraft. Again, we could see a trend when compared to the price and relative value of each aircraft. The more an aircraft costs or higher the relative value, the less an aircraft will need to be used. This also results in increased savings, as with less hours, the aircraft depreciates less. Other factors that would save money with less hours are the aircraft will require less maintenance and labor to operate. This is some important specifications of each plane. We already discussed cruise speed, range, and cabin volume when discussing the relative value. Seating is important because more people on board means less trips are required. However, also grouped with seating is how many pilots are required to operate each aircraft. With both the turboprops, only 1 pilot is needed, while the jets require 2. All of the aircraft can seat 9 additional passengers except for the Piper M600, which only holds 4. Payload is important because this explains how much weight, such as people or luggage, can be carried. These numbers are assuming the aircraft is taking off with full tanks. Decreasing the fuel quantity would allow for more additional weight but would decrease range. Altitude is important because it allows for more routing options, with traffic and weather being less of an issue. Sea level takeoff is the distance the aircraft needs to take off at sea level pressure. This is a major downside to a bigger aircraft, as they require a greater distance to land, resulting in more limitations on which airports can be used. Fixed cost of the aircraft is the total cost. Fixed costs of each aircraft is the total cost of things such as insurance, crew salaries, crew training, a hangar, and other services required for operation of the aircraft. With a bigger plane, the fixed costs increase. Trip time is important because time is money, and the less time wasted traveling means more time to make money. The G280 trip time is about half that of the M600. And finally, trip cost shows with a bigger plane, operating costs for each trip are greater. This will conclude my Discussion Board 3 presentation. Thank you for watching.